RMDs in 2026 are less about math and more about process. The biggest risk is a simple operational mistake, missing a required minimum distribution, withdrawing too little, or forgetting a small account. And the IRS penalty can be brutal if you fail to withdraw the full amount by the deadline. The shortfall may be subject to an excise tax of 25%, reduced to 10% if you correct it within 2 years under the IR's rules. The key is, act fast, document the fix, and keep the workflow simple. Step 1 is to identify which accounts have RMDs. Traditional IRAs and many employer plans are the common ones. Roth IRAs generally do not have RMDs during the owner's lifetime, which is why people get confused when they see different rules across accounts. The mistake most people make is assuming one withdrawal covers everything. In many cases, it doesn't. Step 2 is to understand aggregation rules. IRA RMDs can often be aggregated and taken from one IRA, but employer plan RMDs usually must be taken from each plan separately. That SY, small, forgotten. Workplace plans are dangerous. One missed distribution creates a penalty even if everything else was perfect. Step 3 is timing. Don't wait until late December. Custodians can have processing delays, and if you cut it close, you turn a solvable admin task into a compliance problem. A simple system is to schedule your RMD in the first half of the year and treat it like a recurring annual routine. Now, the critical part. What to do if you missed an RMD? First, withdraw the shortfall as soon as you discover it. The IRS approach is clear. The penalty is based on the amount not withdrawn, so you want that shortfall corrected quickly. If you correct the missed RMD within 2 years, the excise tax can be reduced to 10% in eligible situations. Next, you'll generally use Form 5329 to report the additional tax when needed. The IRS facts explicitly reference Form 5329 in the missed RMD workflow. If you missed the RMD due to a reasonable error and you corrected it, you may request a waiver using the process described in Form 5329. Instructions: this is where documentation matters. Here's the practical RMD rescue file you want to create. The account statement showing the RMD requirement, proof of the corrective distribution and date, and a short explanation of why it was missed and what you did to fix it. You don't want a long story. You want a clean timeline with receipts. To prevent this from happening again, build a one-page checklist. List every RMD-eligible account, the custodian, the amount, the due date, and a confirmation number once completed. If you're managing multiple accounts, consolidation can reduce errors. But even without consolidation, the checklist alone prevents most penalties. In 2026, the pro move is making RMDs boring. One calendar reminder, one worksheet, one folder for proof, and one scheduled distribution date that's early enough to avoid year-end chaos. That's how you avoid the 25% penalty without constantly thinking about it.